Good evening, good people. Y'all know what time it is, baby. It's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. And you have the super team of sports talk with y'all. I'm one half of it, Diego Barishnikov, the Black Dominican Russian. Here checking in with my main man, my partner in crime, the 6 foot and under post-up champ. Tell him who you are.
What's good, good people? It's your boy Uncle Hate, the other A and AA Sports, broadcasting live on a Thursday. You see all the stuff I got on. My team is playing tonight. What's good, homie?
Yeah. I can't call everything. Everything is copacetic over here. Big game tonight. It's been a couple Thursdays since we had a game that actually mattered.
Right.
Of course, my boys played last week, and we took care of business, but that was a doo-doo bowl. This game means something.
Yeah.
Panthers and the Steelers. It should be a good one. So excuse us tonight, folks, if we run through this shit real quick.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Everybody that watches us on the YouTube channel, we appreciate that. Continue to watch, hit that subscribe button, leave some comments and some thumbs up or down. Does not matter. We like to hear from y'all. And those of you guys that listen to us on the podcast platform, whether it be via iTunes or the Spreaker app, continue to do so as well. Remember to share those episodes with your friends, families, co-workers, whoever, and leave us some comments there as well. So we're doing week 10 picks tonight. Again, we flying through this NFL season, people, flying through. We already we enter November, and this is when it starts getting real good. We separate the contenders from the pretenders and all of that. We'll give y'all a power five, or top 5 teams that we think are the top 5 teams in the NFL. We'll hit y'all with that later on in the show before we dip up out of here.
I'm interested to see how yours goes because it kind of fluctuated a bit this week.
What's that?
Power 5.
Oh, yeah. Remember we said last week a couple of those teams had to play each other.
Yep.
And a couple other big games, so we'll see about that. My bad.
Yeah. Go ahead and throw it on.
I got 2 weeks in a row, people, 2 weeks in a row. If you're watching, or I'm sorry, if you're listening on iTunes or Spreaker, you can't see it, but I won the head-to-head this week again, 2 games to 1. So I got the crown on this week. I'm on a little bit of a roll, but I still got to
with you, John Gruden. To hell with you.
But I still got to close this overall gap. Last week, Hate, you went 10-3. I went 11-2. But overall, you still got a nice little lead. You're at 90, 42-2 on the season, and I am 83, 49-2. Again, people, we picking winners over here after them first couple of weeks and not knowing what the hell was going on. We picking winners over here. So, shot with your boys.
I shouldn't have took the Raiders. That was really dumb on my part. I will never pick the Raiders again this year.
Hey,
I don't care who they playing.
If I had not been a 49er fan with, again, a third string practice squad quarterback coming into the game, I probably would not have taken us either. But, hey, it worked out, and, it is what it is. Shit happens. It's the NFL. What can you say? All right, so now without further ado, let's jump right on into these picks, people. So, again, tonight's game, Panthers at the Steelers. Real big game. A couple little side notes on the Steelers before we get to the picks.
Yeah.
So Lev Bell is back in town. He was at LA Fitness hooping. Still hasn't contacted the Steelers. And then Antonio Brown decided that he wanted to go 100 miles an hour in his Porsche this morning on the Pittsburgh streets, and he got cited for reckless driving. With that said, I think the Steelers will still win this game at home. It's going to be a close one.
It will be.
I'm looking for that pass rush to get in Cam's grill a little bit and try to also slow down Christian McCaffrey in that backfield. And I think they'll be able to hold up on the other end. I'm taking the Steelers. I know you're taking the Panthers, but give me what you got on this game.
Got to protect Cam. Pittsburgh's pass rush is totally different at home. That crowd is going to be off the hook. They was probably drinking about 4 o'clock this afternoon. give or take.
4. Yeah, he probably didn't go to work.
Yeah, it's Thursday game. That's like a holiday up there. So, I think we're gonna do a good job against James Conner. You ain't gonna run on us. So they're gonna have to Juju gonna have a big game. I like Bradbury up against AB, but it could go the wrong way. If they get up, it can snowball fast. But
yeah,
that's
and I think Juju will be the X factor. Him, possibly even Vance McDonald.
Yes.
Those could become some X factors, like you said. James Conner, I don't think he's gonna get off like he has been, but I don't think Christian McCaffrey's gonna get off like he has been either. Like I said, this is a pretty even matchup to me.
Yes.
So Thursday game, I'm gonna take the home team. And you're taking your boys. I expect nothing less. All right, get into these Sunday games. The first game got on the docket. New Orleans Saints, fresh off their best win of the season. Very impressive victory.
This week too.
Very big addition this week. Dez Bryant added to their receiving corps, which apparently was thin.
Yes. I didn't know Cameron Matter was hurt.
Right, I could have sworn I saw him playing last week, at least a few snaps. But yeah, he went on IR today. So they picked up Dez. Should be a pretty good pickup for him. The whole time we've been saying we didn't know whether Dez wanted to play football or not. Apparently he was waiting on the right fit, and he gets to just hop on midway through the season on a pretty much a Super Bowl contender.
He's going to be playing one-on-one coverage. There would be no doubles. None of that.
Nah.
This is the best offense he's ever played on. Ever.
Yeah, he's going to get, like you said, no doubles. He's going to get the number 2 corner pretty much every week.
Yeah.
So, good pickup for the Saints. But they playing at Cincinnati this week. Trap game?
Nope.
Okay.
No AJ Green. He's out. You got true. Joe Mixon, but, nah. Give me the Saints.
All right, I'm taking the Saints as well. I think they keep on rolling this week. Next up, another team with a pretty impressive win last week. We talked about the Falcons in Tuesday's show, but they're going up to Cleveland. Another NFC South team going to Ohio this week to play up there. So they are playing the Browns, however. I'm taking the Falcons.
I'm taking the Falcons as well.
All right. I will say this about the Browns, though. I didn't really see the game last week, but I didn't hear too much negative stuff about the play calling. Again, that dude hadn't called plays in the NFL, so I'm assuming
he was playing KC's defense, though.
I mean, yeah, that's true. They've been improving a little bit, but still, it's an NFL team, and you have never called NFL plays.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They were able to move the ball a little bit, so
they got good pieces up there. Whoever they get the coach, it's stuff to work with.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, we got the Detroit Lions taking on the Bears. Did you see today? Well, I guess sometime over the weekend, Rich Gannon had a few things to say about Matthew Stafford.
What about?
Just about his production and his turnovers, and he's a stat patter late in games. And today, Matthew Stafford kept it short and sweet. I don't answer to Rich Gannon. Who the hell is Rich Gannon? Pretty much, I don't have to worry about talking about Rich Gannon.
Rich Gannon didn't get good till he was damn near 40.
Right.
So he had 2, maybe 3 good years under Gruden. Man, kick rocks, B, with sandals on. Matt Stafford ain't great, but, he's better than you were.
Right.
Ever.
With that said, the Lions didn't look good last week.
Nah.
So you think they will fare any better going up against the monsters of the Midway in Chi-Town?
Nope. And is Khalil Mack practicing this week? Will he be back?
I'm not sure. But I still got the Bears either way. So
I bet Matt Stafford hope he don't come back. The whole week should have been about pass protection. 10 sacks is unacceptable. Something has to shake.
Exactly. Because even if Khalil Mack don't come back, you still got to deal with Leonard Ford. You still got to deal with Hicks.
Yeah, so, old boy from Georgia's playing much better. He had a solid game last week. Forgot
Leonard Ford.
Nah, him too. I'm talking about the linebacker that held out.
Oh, Roquan Smith. Okay.
Yeah, he's starting to really come along for them. They got a solid defense up there, man. Solid.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so we both on the Bears there. Next up, Arizona Cardinals going into Kansas City to take the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs.
Over under 5 touchdowns for Mahomes.
I'm gonna go under. I think Kareem Hunt get a couple rushing this week.
Okay. Yeah, Chiefs.
All right. Next up, the Patriots going into Tennessee to take on the Titans, fresh off of their Monday night win against the Cowboys. What you got on this one?
The Patriots and Tom Brady is going to abuse Malcolm Butler.
Yeah, and this is kind of a homecoming game, family reunion, so to speak. Mike Vrabel trying to create the Patriots South down there. You got a lot of expatriates on that team. What was kind of crazy to me is because coming into the season, I just knew, especially with DeMarco Murray moving on, that Derrick Henry was going to be the dude.
Man,
it seems to be
you watched
Deion.
most of that game on Monday, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
You heard Booger's analysis. I mean, they were killing him in that game. And the more I looked at it, I was like, damn, he really ain't north-south. He going to the outside. Big as he is, you would think he'd keep it between the tackles. But it was like he's not physical. That's just not the type of runner he is. It's not good for a big dude like that to not be called physical. So,
hey, man, them Bama backs.
That's true.
That's true.
But yeah, give me the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots as well. I don't think they should have a tough time with Tennessee. Even though Tennessee got a nice little defense.
Yeah, they do.
This is a different ball.
But yeah. Tom Brady ain't Dak Prescott, so they gonna be
not at all. No, that's what I was gonna say. This is a whole different level right here. A whole different level. Next up, man, these games this week are just not as exciting as the ones last week. Yeah. We have Alex Smith and the Redskins going into Tampa Bay to take on. I don't know who the hell starting this week. Don't really.
It should be Fitzmagic. They announced it pretty early.
Okay, so the Redskins taking on Tampa Bay. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay at home, like you said on Tuesday's show. The Redskins lost how many offensive starters on the line at least last game?
Two on the line and a wide receiver. So that's 3 starters they lost in one game.
Yeah. Like I said, we know around this time of the year, this is when Alex Smith normally falls back to earth, weather gets a little cooler, things like that. So as long as the Buccaneers, their defense is kind of shady.
Yeah, it's very shady.
As long as they can bottle up AP, they should be able to take care of everything else. But as long as Fitzmagic don't turn the ball over, they'll be able to. I think they should be able to put up points. So I'm taking the Bucks.
Yeah, give me Tampa Bay at home. Fitz to score points. I mean, they put up 35 against us, I believe, last week. So yeah, give me Tampa.
All right. Next up, this is the doo-doo bowl of the week for sure. The Buffalo Bills going into the Jets to take on Josh McCown will be starting this week because Sam Darnold is out. Take on the Jets. McCown's a decent vet. He played decent for them last year.
Yeah, he did.
Now how old is he now? Like 37, 36? He's pretty old.
He up there around our age. He up there.
Yeah, he up there. But I mean, whatever the Bills are going to try out there at quarterback, whether it be the Peterman or Matt Barkley. Or whether it's Shady. I saw a stat on Shady. And by the way, I'm taking the Jets, and I'm pretty sure you are as well.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jets.
I saw over the last 3 games, LaShawn McCoy has 24 carries for 24 yards. Explain to me how the hell does that work?
Bruh, the bigger question is, why didn't they get whatever they could get for him at the deadline? Why? Why would they not? And then the dumbass who runs the team, Billy Bean, I believe is his name, whatever, came out and said he's very much a part of our future. We're looking forward to him in 2019. That's how dudes get fired, man.
I'm about to say, man, Shady kind of getting the miles on him, and how many teams really were in the hunt for him? I know I kept hearing Philly.
Baltimore.
Okay.
If they would have came with, and I heard there was a few teams that called. A few. Okay. A fifth compared to everything they got in Baltimore. I mean, they got James, what's that dude's name? Ty Montgomery from Green Bay for a 7th. So they were in the market for a back. But I just don't understand, if you're losing like that, why would you not get something? Hell, if anything, it's salary cap relief. So I ain't got to pay his salary. So I don't know what they doing in Buffalo. But, yeah, give me this.
What's it? It's Buffalo.
Basically.
All right, so we both taking the Jets there. Next up, intriguing game, divisional matchup. The Jacksonville Jaguars, fresh off a bye. Hopefully they can get their minds right over the bye week. Talking about sometimes not us because we don't give a damn, but the mainstream media like to scrutinize players for certain things that they do on their bye weeks. This is a team they needed to get on every yacht, any boat, go party,
They
get
need a
away.
space.
Yeah, they need to get away from football over their bye week. So I hope they have, got their minds back on track. They're going to be taking on Andrew Luck and the Colts at home. Again, until they actually show me something, more or less Blake Bortles, I'm going to take the Colts in this game at home.
Give me the Jags.
You didn't sound very confident.
I just got to believe coming off a bye, they get Fournette back. If it don't happen now, they're going to be on that don't pick list. If it don't happen now, Andrew Luck does not scare me. They don't have a run game. Even though they're at home, if it don't happen now, you done had 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. If it don't happen now, if you don't show no pride now, they just going to lay down and beat some holes for the rest of the year at this point.
Yeah. So, well, you speak of the Colts run game, though. They have been giving the ball to Marlon Mack the last couple of years.
Been balling. Yeah, but
he's had over 100 yards 2 or 3 straight games.
If Jacksonville applies itself on defense, I mean, the wide receivers with the Colts don't scare nobody. They don't. T.Y. Hilton's solid, but, I mean, outside of him, who's another wide receiver? So, right. If you stop the run game, I think you'll be okay. So, I could be dead wrong with this, and I ain't picking them nail game again if they lose.
Hey, we'll see. I forgot who the team I put on that list about this time last year. I just said, I don't give a damn who they play. I'm not picking them.
The Chiefs.
I think it was.
They got up like 5 or 6-0, and then they just lost all them damn games, and you was like, that's it. No more. So
next up, so we both taking you taking the Jags, I'm taking the Colts in that one. Yeah. Next up, we got the LA Chargers, fresh off a win in Seattle. This week they'll be traveling to divisional rival, the Oakland Raiders.
They're gonna put up 40.
I'm taking the Chargers.
I'm saying the Chargers are gonna put up 40.
Right. I'm taking the Chargers, man. I mean, if my 49er defense, I think we had 6 sacks last week, somewhere between 5 and 7 sacks, somewhere around there. If we can accomplish that, the Chargers should be all over Derek Carr's ass this week.
This is like the first time I can recall a legit tank job in the NFL. Like, they're tanking. Like, they're trading all the vets mid-season. Normally, you see this type of shit after season. They're legit trading everybody good, right? They've traded them. Deadline done passed, traded a cut. But, yeah.
All right.
Chargers.
All right, next up, we have the 2 teams coming off of a loss. NFC West matchup, Seattle Seahawks. They'll be going into L.A. to play the other L.A. team, the Rams. I think it probably will be a good game. I'm expecting the Rams to come out swinging. They're going to be pissed off after that loss last week. I'm going to take the Rams. I expect Todd Gurley to have a big game.
Yeah, give me the Rams in that game. Seattle, if it was in Seattle, it might be a little bit different. But I want to say last year, wasn't that Seattle went up there and beat them both times by a whole lot?
I think the Rams won both games last year.
I'm sorry, not Seattle. I meant the Rams.
Yeah.
They blew them out both games last year, so they might want some get back, but they ain't going to get it this week.
All right. Next up, we have is Tannehill back this week? The Dolphins taking on the Packers in Green Bay. Okay, not that I think it would matter, but in Lambeau, I'll be taking Aaron Rodgers and them boys.
They lose that game, bruh, to Brock Osweiler at home, bruh. But yeah, give me Green Bay.
Hey, I can't do it. I was gonna say I'm taking the Packers, but I'm gonna say possible trap game, but I can't.
It's possible. It's possible.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Why is Kenyon Drake losing carries to Frank Gore? Explain that to me.
I don't know. Frank Gore is like 50, but he's still getting that work though, climbing up the charts.
There you go. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys will be going into Philly to take on the Eagles. The Cowboys coming off of that ugly, not necessarily ugly. They was in the game for a little bit, but off of that loss at home to Tennessee. The Eagles coming off of a bye.
Golden Tate in place.
Golden Tate will be in place. Darren Sproles was supposed to be back, but he messed up his hamstring again.
Tired, Darren.
Yeah, it's this time, bro. It's time. I'm expecting the Eagles to smoke them.
Yeah, smoke them. Philly.
Yeah. And last but not least, my 49ers. They kicked us off a Sunday night prime time the other week. We showed y'all what we can do last week against the spread. This week we got another scrub on prime time. The Giants, their offensive line is just as bad as the Oakland Raiders. I'm expecting my boys to get off. Nate, is it Nate or Nick? I got to learn this boy's name. The Mullins will be suiting up as a starting quarterback again. Of course, I'm taking my boys. The Giants are bad. Just call it what it is. They bad.
I know.
As long as we don't let Saquon kind of get crazy, because our defense is one of the worst tackling defenses in the league. I will say that. And so we can't allow Saquon to get big plays. Otherwise, we will take an L in this game. But I'm taking this.
I'm normally a hater, but I can't. I think they don't won the last 2 times I done picked against them. So give me the 49ers.
Nah, man. I mean, you got to pick them again, man. All right, I'm messing with you. All right, so we're both taking the Niners in that Monday night game. Hopefully, that'll be the last of Monday night games of two bad record teams playing.
Next week is the Mexico City game. Kansas City and the Rams. Looking forward to that.
Okay. And both. That makes that Seahawks game a little, maybe even a little more interesting, because the Rams just lost last week. Yeah. They could possibly, if they're smart, they don't look past Seattle. But they could possibly be next week. They could possibly be looking ahead to that big matchup against Kansas City.
Philly and New Orleans next week. We can talk about that on Tuesday. There's some good games next week though. Much better than some of this shit we could talk about this week. But hey, we got to pick what's in front of us. We don't pick the schedule.
All right, there it is. So this week we just got 2 games, different people. The Panthers Steelers tonight and the Jaguars Colts on Sunday. So that's pretty much it on the picks. Let's move right on into the Power 5, our Power 5, top 5 teams in the NFL before we get up out of here and go enjoy this game. Hey, what's your Power 5 looking like this week? I know mine changed from last week.
Yeah, mine changed. I moved New England up to number 1. I put New Orleans at number 2. I was very impressed with their win last week. Kansas City 3, Rams at 4, and I kept my Carolina Panthers at 5.
All right. I bumped the Chiefs up from 2 to 1. I have the Saints jumping up to the number 2 spot. The Pats, for me, are still at 3. I'm sorry, they moved up from 4 last week, so they 3 this week for me. Rams going down to 4, and the Carolina Panthers at 5.
See, I had a problem with that because they beat them. That was hard for me to put the Chiefs over at 1 because New England beat them head-to-head. But I know it's overall.
Well, I said, yeah, you mean you maybe do yours a little bit differently. I just kind of keep it rolling per week. So I've had the Chiefs at 2 like all year.
That's right. Because I had them at 3. I had New England at 2 last week, so that makes sense. But all good.
All right. So there it is. You want to tell the people anything else before we get up out of here?
Shout out to Derrick Rose, man. You still balling. Dez got a job. That's good. What something else happened I want to bring up this week? I can't recall. Ready to go watch this game.
Okay. Well, this is just like we told y'all Tuesday about the Floyd Mayweather fight. Just that quick is off again.
That's such a joke.
I knew something was fishy when they released no terms, no money, nothing.
He wasn't about to fight that little dude, man. Yeah. I don't understand what Floyd's doing. I mean, if you're gonna fight, fight somebody real. Hell, if you're really trying to get the bag, go ahead and let Conor whoop your ass in that cage for 3 rounds. What?
Yeah, apparently this.
You think about 150?
Oh, 150 what?
How much do you normally make off a fight?
You need way up, like
300
million.
Damn. Yeah, I get my ass whooped for $300 million.
Yeah, but from what he was saying when he called this fight off, it seemed like it was some workout exercise type shit. Because he was saying it was supposed to be just really an exhibition bout. They supposed to go like 3 rounds for like 3 minutes. It wasn't supposed to be nothing serious, and so I don't think it was supposed to be a whole lot of money involved in it anyway. If it was just going to be that, so but for that, why even waste your time?
Right. That's
maybe unless what I could. He wanted it for it to be in Tokyo. He probably wanted to get some type of global exposure. Right. He never fought overseas.
No.
So maybe it was that, but they just need to get out there. That shit it's off. No need to even talk about it. I think the next big fight coming up is I think Deontay Wilder should be fighting end of this month, next month.
Yeah.
I'll double check that and we'll talk about that next week. But let's get up here out of here and watch this game. Hey,
Yes,
tell the
sir.
people where to reach you at on social media.
At ReK6000, holla at me. I talk sports.
All right, you can holler at your boy, me, Diego Barishnikov, at Diego Barish on Twitter. Don't forget to check out the AA Sportscast Facebook, Twitter, and IG pages. And don't forget to watch, hit those subscribe buttons when you're watching us on the YouTube channel. And if you're listening to us in your cars, in the gym, at work, on the go, on any of the audio platforms, Spreaker or iTunes, hit us up. What you got, Hate?
Oh, last thing. Duke's pretty good. We can just leave it at that.
That was the other thing. Yeah, Duke's pretty damn good. He's pretty damn good. All right, people, we're finna get up out of here. For your boy, Uncle Hate, for your boy, Diego Barishnikov, it's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see y'all next week. Be easy. Peace.